Hello Taurus, and welcome to your day. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for coming back. If you've been here before and you're coming back, thank you so much. If you're new, I'm glad to have you. Today is going to be a 2-day horoscope for the 11th and the 12th. So starting with the 11th, we are still in a waning crescent. We are supposed to rest and restore our energies. But the thing that has happened is that the moon has transitioned into Sagittarius. When the moon is in Sagittarius, we may feel a need to change up our surroundings. We want variety. We want to get out of the house. We want to change up things. We need a new perspective. We may even feel really restless or restricted if we don't have freedom. So if you're starting to feel any of this angst about needing to get out of the house and you can't because of COVID, just maybe change your hair, change your makeup, move some photos around in your house. It'll make you feel like things are different even though they're still the same. So moving into your horoscope, okay? When it comes to your day, what I am seeing for you there is that it seems to be all about you, your creative joy, and how you are going to translate that into a new routine, whether it be like a work habit or a home habit or a fitness habit or something to do with maybe even your New Year's resolution. But there is a call here to be really careful about what you choose as your new routine, because it could just be wishful thinking. You could be just looking at something like, oh, it's a giant whatever, like pie in the sky, everything you ever wanted, but it's just wishful thinking. It's not reality. It's not sustainable. Okay? We want you to be successful. We don't want you to pick something that is gonna disappoint you later because you weren't able to do it. Make sure what you choose doesn't ultimately end up being a short-term thing for you. And to help you with that, there is a call to be committed to your goal about yourself. Make this about yourself, I guess is what I should have said. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, just make sure you are 100% reflecting it back into something you really, really enjoy. Something that it just naturally makes you smile to think about it. Because as long as you have that kind of consistency, it'll give you commitment to your goal. It will just automatically help you to be successful with the changes that you're making, as long as you are making sure that it is something that's obtainable. So commit to an obtainable goal that naturally brings you joy. Okay? So that's the 11th. Moving into the 12th, the number one thing I want to talk about here is the fact that we are officially in the first new moon of January 2021 period. This is the first new moon. When we are in a new moon, what that means is that it is time to stop resting and start setting our intentions for the desires that we have. Whatever it is that we are wanting that we haven't been giving ourselves, it is time to set those things in place. But I want to be specific. January 2021, the world has already shown itself to be crazy. Let's dial it down to a realistic level. Mine, cleaning out my closet. Yours, maybe not cleaning out your closet, but maybe actually cooking dinner once a week, maybe rearranging the spare bedroom, maybe changing the time that you go to lunch at work or something. I don't know. But make sure it's something that you've been meaning to do and haven't forced yourself to implement. Something that you keep thinking, oh, that would be nice, but I'll do it later. I don't have time. Because we are going to work on that together. Me and you, we are going to work on that this next 28 days. And I'm really hoping that when we come out the other side, all of us will have been successful. The encouragement from me to you is to please write it down. Please take 5 minutes, really think about it, and then write it down. I'm going to do it. I want you to do it too. But I'm not doing it just because you're doing it. I'm doing it because I want to be successful. And the best way to be successful is to write things down sometimes so that we can see them. And point of fact, over the next 2 or 3 days, we're not going to be implementing these yet. We're setting our intentions. So for the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to focus. We're just going to focus in. And what will help us focus in? If we can see it with our eyes. So write it down so that you can read it every day for the next couple of days. And then when it comes time to act, we will have it in our mind exactly what we want and how we're going to implement changes. Okay, so moving into your horoscope, it is all about how the world is perceiving you. It's all about your attitude and the energy that you are giving off to others and just general first impressions. So, my Taurus, while sometimes, we might feel like we are being very strict with life. We have to live up to our morals. We have to do this. We have to do that. There are so many rules. But at the same time, what happens when we force all this restriction on ourselves? We are fencing ourselves in. We're restricting ourselves. And what happens when you fence yourself in? You restrict yourself. You tend to be blocked, literally trapped in a cage of your own self-design. And that is ultimately what I'm seeing for you here, is that make sure when it comes to who you are and how your attitude is being projected onto people, especially people you don't know, that you're not coming across as such a barrier that you can't be open-minded to new ideas and people and new people coming into your life to where they feel like they can communicate with you. I don't know what's going to happen over the next couple of days, but I definitely know that you are at a point where you need to make sure, especially with first impressions on people who don't know you very well, when it comes to just how you're pushing out the energy on other people, that you allow yourself to be open-minded and don't just, I always have to be this way. This is who I am. I need to make sure this person knows that I am like this so they take me seriously. Those are good things to understand, but don't do it to the point of aggression. Okay? All right, so that's all I have for you today, Taurus. I'm really glad that you've made it this far in the video. And if you have, think about giving it a little subscribe. And of course, I will see you tomorrow.